Hey guys, Dave Tebow here. Welcome back. Today I want to show you a helpful technique for editing astrophotos. In particular, increasing the contrast of the photo and getting the object to stand out against the background, and also darkening the sky and removing this kind of annoying grayish blue color cast in the sky. So there's two things we really want to do. We want to increase the detail and the brightness of the object and darken the sky in the background. We're going to do that using curves and levels adjustments. Now, this is a photo I took of the North American Nebula. I used a telephoto lens. I used the Rokinon 135 and I used the SkyGuider Pro for tracking. I also used a modified DSLR, which helps the reds to stand out a little bit more. But I want you to keep in mind, even without a modified DSLR, this technique will be very helpful. And it'll work on pretty much any DSO that you shoot in the sky. Now, the first thing we're going to do is come over here and just unlock the layer. We're going to do a threshold layer. So come up here to layer up top, go to new adjustment layer, then go to threshold. Press OK. We're going to play around with this little arrow here until we bring out some more of the white here. See, what this is doing is the white is highlighting the bright parts of the image. Should be good right about there. And we can close that out. And I want you to come up here to this little eyedropper looking tool on the left here. Right click on it and make sure it says color sampler tool. We're going to select that. And the first thing we're going to do is click the little dropper into an area of the photo that's very dark, which is going to represent the background sky. And then we'll click on an area of the photo that's very bright. We'll take this bright star right here. Click on it. Okay, great. Now you can actually take this threshold layer, just grab it and hold it, and just drop it into the trash. Now what we're going to do next is a levels adjustment. We're going to go up here to Image, Adjustments, and Levels. And the first thing I want you to do is hit this little info button over here, this little eye. And if that's not there, you can go up to a window up here and just make that visible by clicking on it here. You notice the channel says RGB. We're going to adjust individual channels here. So let's start with green. You'll notice these numbers over here in the info panel. These really high numbers in green and blue. What that means is that in the background sky, where we selected number 1 over here, there's a lot of green and blue that we need to get rid of. So with green selected in our channel up here, we're going to take this arrow on the left, kind of slowly bring it to the right. And you notice your numbers will drop over here for green. You also notice that the background color is changing as we do that. We'll bring that down just a bit. Maybe 25 is good to start. And then we're going to change this over to blue. The red is not very high in the background, so we're going to leave that alone. There's a lot of blue in the background, which is common with light pollution. So now we're going to bring this to the right as well. You notice that it's darkening the background sky. So bring it to about 25, the same as green. And we'll press OK. Now next we're going to add a curves layer. I want you to come up here, add a curves layer. All we're going to do is a gentle curve stretch and just pull this up and to the left a bit. See, it's brightening the nebula and the stars, which is good, that's what we want, but it also brightens the background a little bit too. But we're going to take care of that. We'll close this down. So after you've done that, I want you to hit Command Option E on a Mac or Window Option E on a PC. That's going to create a layer that combines the two layers beneath it. Now we're basically going to do the same thing that we did before. We're going to go to Image, Adjustments, Levels. We'll bring up our info again. We're going to do the exact same thing we did before. Go to our channel. We'll go to green. And again, we're going to bring this left arrow here to the right. Bring that background back down again. Good right there. Now let's go to blue. Bring this down as well. So now we have our dark sky again, but the nebula and the stars are still bright. Press OK. And again, let's do another curves layer. Stretch it again. And then we'll merge our layers again by hitting Command Option E on a Mac or Window Alt and E on a PC. Then again, we'll do the same thing. We'll go to Image, Adjustments, Levels, bring up our info. Now you notice the red has come up a little bit in the background as we've done our curve stretching. Let's tone down the red just a bit. Good right there. Now we'll do green again. It's good. Let's do blue. Press OK. Now let's do one final curves layer. This time let's do an S curve. That'll really enhance the contrast. Pull it up right here, grab right here, and just pull it down a bit. Great. Now something wacky happened in my stacking here that I did before this. Something going on the top here, so I'm actually going to crop the image. So I'm going to merge them again. Command Option Shift and E on a Mac. And I'm going to use my crop tool. Just clean this up a bit. Should be good. All right, guys, there you have it. It's a helpful tool. Increasing contrast with deep sky object was an area that I struggled with when I first started. So I hope this is helpful for you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more in the future, please subscribe to the channel. Until then, thanks for watching.